With only 200 Feadship yachts in existence, buying a new one not only requires millions of dollars, but lots of patience. The wait can be up to 3 years. And there's only one place in the world where these mega yachts are built.
In a small village just outside of Amsterdam. With its miles of canals that feed into the North Sea, the Netherlands has a rich maritime tradition. Originally a merger of two family-owned shipyards, Feadship has been building yachts since 1949, launching just 4 handcrafted boats a year. For the first time in their history, Feadship allowed cameras inside and gave us exclusive access to their shipbuilding empire. These floating masterpieces that can cost as much as $100 million are the perfect example that time is money. It can take 2 to 6 years to build one. Buyers determine everything from stem to stern.
You must have sort of a creative urge to make your own thing. One of my clients once said, "I am the painter and you are my canvas."
To get a boat that looks like this, you have to start at the drawing board. The design process takes about 6 months. First-time Feadship owners learn at this stage that designing a yacht is a lot more difficult than drawing up blueprints for a house.
Designing a home is designing a home, and designing a boat is designing a little city.
Besides all the infrastructure needed to power and support the ship, owners can order a wide variety of luxuries. Like the Blue Moon's owner, many ask for gyms and jacuzzis, but it doesn't stop there.
But if somebody wants a helipad,
No problem.
if somebody wants a movie theater on board,
No problem. The only thing that we probably would have a problem with would be a billiard table or a bowling alley, or something like that.
things will be rolling
Yeah.
from side to side.
Once the plans are complete, construction starts in the shipyard as iron workers build the hull. Made of either steel or aluminum, it's the heaviest part of the craft. When they're finished, these yachts can weigh more than 1,200 tons. Simultaneously, in another factory, the team that handles the interior is building every section before pieces are brought on board for installation. The inside of a Feadship is a big jigsaw puzzle. Up to 2,500 separate pieces of wood are used in cabinetry, floors, ceilings, and walls. Every single piece is assigned an identity code and is carefully cataloged.
Well, if we have a small piece over here, it's just a piece of wood. This is mahogany. But the finishing, it has been ground 5-6 times. It has been sprayed 5-6 times. Between the spraying, you have your drying time. So if this was lost and I need a new piece of wood, it gives me a delay of about 2 till 3 weeks. Only this piece of wood.
It takes as many as 350 workers to build a Feadship yacht. 90% of their workers stay with the company until retirement.
The average Feadship worker starts with our companies as a trainee when he's 17, 18 years old, out of technical school.
We have here people who are here from father, son, grandfather. All generations are working here. 25 years or 40 years service here is not a rare example.
When we went behind closed doors, workmen were installing the pre-assembled pieces on the 197-foot Paraffin, a 13,000 square foot yacht, which they've been building for 2 years. Robert Shepard is the on-site eyes and ears of the American owners, to whom he sends weekly video updates. Robert's lived in the Netherlands for more than a year, overseeing the mega yacht's construction. These owners are not cutting any corners.
The master bathroom is sheathed with onyx from Afghanistan, and all of the woodwork is an African bloom mahogany. The faucets are all gold plated. The showers have stereo speakers. There's a jacuzzi in the master bath that has 36 jets that are run by a small PC.
Feadship will try to accommodate any request, but when it comes to safety, they make no compromises. All yacht designs are tested extensively at a state-of-the-art facility at the Dutch Maritime Research Institute, an hour and a half from the shipyards. This huge tank, which is larger than a football field, is their own mini ocean. They build an exact scale model of every ship and test it here for seaworthiness in a variety of conditions.
The sea is a very unforgiving environment, and we will refuse to build boats that are fine in wind forces up to force 4 or 5, but are outright dangerous if you go 7 or 8. The boat must be very safe, even if it gets caught in a storm.
Cameras and a battery of electronic sensors are connected to a web of cables, then to computers on a movable platform. But when a test begins, the model yacht is untethered and takes on whatever they dish out.
It is essential to have a model which is completely free. So the model that you see is free running. It is driven by its own engines. It has an autopilot which makes the rudder react on its position in its course.
Scientists here test ship designs for comfort and performance. After each run, data is gathered, analyzed, and stored. Hundreds of hydraulically powered blocks can recreate sea conditions ranging from light to moderate to full-force gale. A 1-foot-high wave in here equals a 22-foot-high wave at sea, the height of a 2-story building. This is the perfect machine to simulate the perfect storm. They make sure the ship can stand up to the rolling waves. But how do they test if the passengers can? What may appear to be a gentle swell can still make a person seasick. So can money tame the high seas? It can come close thanks to this ship motion simulator.
The funny thing is, though I can hardly feel it, it can make me sick. It's one of the strange things about motion sickness.
Because of this kind of research, Feadship knows exactly how much motion at sea will make people feel, in their words, unpleasant. Their super yachts can be fitted with an anti-roll tank placed in the belly of the ship, designed to stabilize it when it's anchored. After 3 years or more, hundreds of thousands of man-hours, and a gauntlet of tests, the long-awaited day finally arrives.
It's got to be so exciting the day of launch.
Yes, it is. And everybody is in a euphoric mood. Of course, the workers at the shipyard are very happy. They're very proud, and they bring their children and their wives to the launching and christening. Well, this is the creation. I mean, it's created from nothing but a dream.
I call this, the newborn baby. And whether this is, the men working on the shop floor, the yacht management, or the owners, they all see this emotional event, and I can see in all of them that little tear in their eye.
Despite the celebration, this super yacht still has a ways to go. It must be towed by a tugboat through the canals at 2 miles per hour. It will go through a series of locks and even travel over an 8-lane highway. All this takes an entire day before it finally reaches the open sea. Once the yacht reaches its home port, it's operated and maintained by a full-time staff.